Hello friends, and welcome back to the complete course of jQuery. We are just discussing about jQuery selector. In our last class we have discussed about jQuery selector. So this is the coding you can see, and you can launch in Chrome if you want. So you can see this is the result. By just clicking this button you can change the color of the text and background. So this is the result. And in this class we are just going to discuss about some more selector. Just remove this all from body area and from style tag also, and from here also. jQuery selector is the title. Just save. And for example, we are just going to create a div inside the body. Div start, div close. I'm just writing here something, welcome to header, just like this. This is the text, welcome to header. You can write anything here, but this is not important. What should be here inside this div, we are going to create a class, or you can class id equal to, I am just giving the name. For example, you can give any name. I'm just giving the name div. So this will be the name. Just duplicate this by pressing Ctrl+D 4 to 5 times, and you can just save this. Go to run menu and launch in Chrome. So you can see we have just 5 header tag here, 5 div. So now you can just come here inside your script tag, or you can say jQuery area code, or you can just insert a $sign, then round bracket and dot, again round bracket and semicolon. Inside the first one, inside the single quotation, you are just going to select div. For example, you want to just select the first one, div header. As you can see, we have 5 div here with the same text and with the same name, class name. So you want to just go and select the first one. So you can just select from here. You can say div. You can just write here div, and after that you can put a colon here, and you can just write here div first. So here after the $sign, we are just going to use CSS, and inside the round bracket we are going to insert parentheses, single quotation, colon, again single quotation. You remember that we are using comma for separating the element. Again single quotation, again colon, again single quotation. For as many attributes you are using, you can just put a comma for separating and just insert another single quotation with colon. So it depends that how many attributes or properties you are going to use. For example, for the first one, you are saying the background should be blue, or you can say red, and the text color should be yellow, and you can say font size you can say something like 28 pixel. You can save and check this. Just come here and refresh. So you can see it has just applied on the first one. So if you want to just select the last one, you can write here div. After the colon, you can write here last and save this. Ctrl+S to save. Refresh. Now you can see the last one is selected. So for the first and last one, you are just using after the colon first and last word. As we have selected here, right now the last one is selected. If you want to select the first one, again you can just write here first. Save and refresh. So if you want to just select the number 2 and number 3, number 4, you cannot write here. For example, number 3rd, number 2nd, number 4. So you cannot just write like this. but you can select the even number or odd number. The rule is, after this div, you are just writing here instead of first or last. If you want to select even number, so you are just writing here even, Control S, and refresh. Now you can see the even number is selected. It is just starting from 0, 1, and number 2 is selected, number 3, number 4. So 0 is also called even number, number 2 and number 4, these are called even number. If you want to select odd number, so you can select odd number, or D, Control S, and refresh. So now the odd number is selected, 0 and number 1, number 2, number 3. Number 1 and number 3 is selected, you can see. So if you want to just select just one by one, you want to just select number 1, or you want to just select number 4 like this, number 3. So there is another way, just by selecting this, you can just, after this div and colon, you can write here EQ. After EQ, you are just going to insert a round bracket here. Inside this round bracket, you can just give any number, for example number 1. Control S, come back and refresh. Now you can see number 1 is selected. You want to select number 2, you can write here number 2. Now you can see you want to select number 4, so you can select by giving the number, Control S, and refresh. Now number 4 is selected. If you want to just select number 0, so you can just give here 0, Control S, and refresh. Now number 0 is selected. So this is just the way of selecting element. So there is some more way. For example, inside this, I am just putting this number to div 1. So you can just save from here. You want to just without div 1, the other element should be selected with this format, but div 1 or the number 1 should not be selected, or you don't want to give styling for this one. So you can just come here, you can just write, you can just remove this till here. You can just write a div, and after that a colon, and you are just writing div not, and after not you are just going to insert a round bracket here. So you are just giving the class name inside the single quotation, not inside the single quotation. You are just using dot div1, Control S. Now just come here and refresh. Now you can see without div 1 we have selected other elements. You have just told here just select all other elements just without not div 1. It means you are not going to select div 1, but you are going to select other elements. So you can see this is the result. So if you are just going to change this to div, and for example this is div 3, so you are just writing here div 3, Control S, and refresh. So without div 3, other divs are selected. So there is one more way. If you are just going to insert some heading tag here, heading 1 star and heading 1 close. For example, this is heading tag, and just you can just duplicate this heading 2. This one is also heading 2, heading 3, and this one is also heading 3, heading 4, and this one is also heading 4. Control S to save. Come here and refresh. Now you can see we have heading tag. So if you want to just select all of them at once, so you can select, you can just remove all of this from here, from body area, not body area, from inside the first parenthesis, and you can put a colon. You can just write here header simply. Control S to save. Now just come here and refresh. Now you can see the header text are selected, all 4 header text from heading 1 till heading 4. So like this, you can just define a new background for this. For example, background red. You can just copy this 2 line or this 1 line. You can copy. Control C. You can paste here. Control V. For example, you are just going to select all the divs, so you can just write here div, and you can just say the background color should be blue, the text color should be white, and Control S. Let's check it's working or not. So it's not working. Why? Because we have used classes inside this, and in classes we have name like div. So if you are just giving here inside this, for example, div, Control S, let's check, refresh. So you can see it is working. You have selected all of these also and all of these also, but the difference is you have just you can select header with colon, and you can select div without colon. So this was the way of just selecting elements that you can just use inside jQuery to select the element. So for this class it is enough. We will come back in next class and we will discuss about some more selector. So till next class, again, like always, I'm just saying you that watch the videos and do practice. Have a nice time and see you.